Yeah, it seems very low. I mean, he has the puck a ton. I think we've talked about this earlier. I think part of it you can't help but relate to the fact that he's in a lot of ways unstoppable. Right, his feet keep moving. He plays through obstruction in traffic and sticks and holds. A lot of players in the league can't do that. They don't have that ability. So I think while you see a stat like that and you might focus on the officiating, I think it's a lot more challenging to call penalties against Auston because he plows through it like there's nothing there. And so that's part of it. But at the same time, maybe something such as last night maybe draws a little more attention to it, and you start to see those things because it's not like it doesn't happen. It's just doesn't obstruct him the way that it does most people.
What kind of conversations can you have with the referees through the night when you're maybe a little puzzled about the calls and non-calls?
Well, it depends. Like each official has their own personality, But ultimately, I mean, our message to the players is that we've got to just play through these things. Like you can't affect or you can't impact the way the game is called. You can't control that. You just have to play through it. I mean, you look at a game like last night. There's no penalties called either way, and it's on us to put ourselves in a better spot. So that situation like overtime isn't. We're not in that spot. Where we can play better. So I don't spend very much time focused on penalties or non-penalties or whatever.
Sheldon, where are you at when it comes to the goalie decision for Sunday's game?
Well, I think we thought a lot about it. We've talked a lot about it. Wanted to see how Peter came in today and where he was at mentally and see the type of work he could get in. But ultimately for us, when we look at it, there's a number of different things. There's the fact that, you want to give Peter an opportunity to get back in and respond. There's the fact that it's an outdoor game. You've got that happening. Peter's got experience playing outdoor games in the NHL. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. I think just make it obvious for us to give Peter another chance to go back in, and then just the simple fact that he's won 10 games for us this year. He hasn't played nearly to his ability, but he's won games for us this season, and we need to win a game on Sunday. Källgren showed us very well. Showed us that he can go in for us if we need him to. And we like a lot of what he did last night. He didn't get a lot of work, 8 shots or whatever it was. So it's not a ton of work. It shows the ability for our players and what they can do for goalies and with their work. And that's on us to continue to do that for Peter. But, with Peter's experience and the fact that we want to give him a chance to get back in there and show better and the work that he put in here today, he'll be the guy for Sunday.
Did you talk to him today? What was your sense on him today and what the vibe you're kind of getting from him coming off last night?
Yeah, just said he was committed to come in and work. Excuse me. That was Steve Briere spent a lot of time with him today. They went through a lot of different things. They were able to get it on the ice and really focus in on a goaltending session. Both a chance to work with Peter and get to know Källgren a little bit better. Steve himself hasn't spent a lot of time with him. He hasn't been around here very much. So, it was a good day for that. But Peter came in here today, had a good work day. The reports were all really good and positive, and that was kind of the last thing I was looking for to go towards making the decision for Sunday, is because there were so many signs, particularly with it being an outdoor game, that I don't want to put Källgren in that spot, especially when we have a guy does have experience, does have a little something to prove on Sunday.
Jason Spezza said because it's an outdoor game, that might be an advantage for you. It kind of changes the narrative a bit, gives you guys something else to work on as a team versus having a spotlight on the goalie.
Yeah, maybe. But listen, spotlight is what it is. The spotlight is deserved at this point, right? The goalie's got to be better. Our players have got to be better in front of them. So let's not shy away from the spotlight. We just got to take care of what we can.
Is Spezza in Sunday, Sheldon?
Spez will be in on Sunday, yes.
Who comes out then?
I haven't communicated that to the other players, so I'll hold on to that.
What is Sheldon Keefe's outdoor rink memories? What does the outdoor game mean to you? Like playing outdoor hockey growing up?
Yeah, you know what? I certainly have great memories playing outside with my dad and my brother, friends and all that. Probably not unlike most Canadian kids. Of course, I am a city guy, though. I had spent a lot of times indoors in the arenas in the winter, so probably my memories are a little bit different than a lot of people that live outside the bigger cities. I don't think the outdoor game was necessarily a huge part of my life, but certainly there are memories there because probably there's not as many. They stand out, but I've been from a distance. You watch all these outdoor games happen in professional hockey, particularly the NHL, and you think they're pretty cool to be a part of. So this is a great opportunity for me, and maybe the biggest thing that excites me is just through this pandemic and everything. It's one of the things in this job, especially, that's been the hardest is just the disconnect that your family feels from what you're doing. They haven't been able to be around, and they've been able to be back at games and such here the last little bit, but they haven't been able to be around the team, haven't been able to be around, having your kids run around the dressing room and in your office and stuff like that. That's stuff that haven't had in 2 seasons here now. So that gives us a little more opportunity. You're gonna have a family skate after practice tomorrow and get some family time and get to interact with the families of other staff members and players and stuff. So those are the kind of things that we've really missed through all of this, and that's what I'm most excited for.
So your boys will get that chance to get on ice tomorrow with the Sheldon, right?
Yes, they will. Yeah.
Jason said he still likes to skate outside relatively frequently, like even nowadays. Think he might be a little bit of a secret weapon out there?
Well, you know what? It doesn't surprise me. I know I've talked about that. I know he gets his girls out on the ice and skates quite a bit on the outdoor rink. So, yeah, I think everybody looks at this game a little bit differently. Some of them, I'm sure, will be really excited about it. Some of them, don't like too much change to their regular routines and such. But all in all, I think, when I talk to different people that have been a part of this, they find, like anything that comes up in this game, that once the puck drops, you tend to, just focus on what's going on the ice. And we've been through a lot, whether it's fans, no fans, and all these different things. That I think once the puck drops on Sunday, the focus will be the game, and the game will take care of itself. But everything else surrounding it is certainly is a distraction. But at this point in the season, sometimes those type of distractions are welcome to kind of break it up.
John and William obviously ended up together the way the game went last night. What was your sense of how they responded to being split up?
Yeah, I thought, first of all, both guys, when they were not together, early in the game, I thought they had good legs. I liked the way that they worked and competed. And then once we get down in the game, I felt the need to shorten the bench and go with less guys and just kind of get a smaller group really going. So I went with that, and I thought they had some good shifts. I liked the way those 3 lines together were working. So it was just easier for us to stay with it. So I did like it when they were back together, but I think that was sort of earned, and that trust was earned through how they were playing apart from one another. So it was good to see. I thought Willie had his best legs in a while, and I thought John really worked and competed. So that line was good for us. They scored us a huge goal. So yeah, it was really positive.
Should we be surprised to see John out there today, or?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, we had a group of guys. I didn't look pretty much everybody that was out there. It wasn't optional for them today, but it was optional for everyone else. And John elected to go and get out there and get some work in. I know that the rest is important at this time of year. We've just finished playing 3 games in 4 nights, and all of that. So that's why we didn't want the full practice today, but. Of all of our players that I trust and know their body and know what they need, John is the top of that list. So if he felt he needed work today, then we trust him, and he'll be better for the weekend.
Why is he at the top of that list, Sheldon?
Just through his experience, just through how he takes care of himself, how in tune he is with how he's feeling, how closely he works with our medical and strength team. He's dialed in, doesn't miss a beat with anything that relates to his own preparation.